Mr. Bjorn's News. There's been heated discussion on which bathroom transgender students should use. Some people say that transgender students should use the single-user bathroom by the nurse's office, while others say that they should use the bathroom that they're most comfortable in. Well, we've heard a lot from the adults, but not a whole lot from the students. That's why today I'm here with Chris, one of the 3 transgender students at the Selinsgrove High School. Hi Chris, thank you for agreeing to speak with me.
Thanks for having me.
So, for the people watching this who don't know what transgender people are, can you explain?
Transgender means you are born, in my case, female, and you do not feel comfortable as that, so you transition into male.
And do people in your school treat you differently because you're transgender?
Since I've come out, yes. I've noticed people will talk about me in class, especially in classes like Spanish where everything is gendered, and I use male pronouns for myself. People will talk about it, or people won't invite me to as many places.
And how does that make you feel?
I mean, it kind of hurts because I liked being a part of the school community and being able to talk to people.
And what was your reaction when you first heard that transgender students could use whatever bathroom they feel most comfortable?
When the school announced it, I actually did not find out until several weeks later because I was not very into the loop of stuff, but when I found out, I was very happy because it made everything a whole lot easier. I wouldn't have to get special passes just to go to the nurse and use the bathroom. I could go use the actual bathroom.
After Selinsgrove changed the policy to allow transgender people use whichever bathroom they felt comfortable in, many parents became upset, and some even considered pulling their children out of school. They argued, why should the privacy of 900 other students be violated for 3 transgender students? I asked Chris what he thought about this.
In my experience, if a student feels uncomfortable, they don't actually say it. So, they'll act uncomfortable, but it's very rare that there will be a student like that. Most students will acknowledge me, maybe say hi to me in the bathroom, we'll do our business, and then get out.
So do you think that it's more of the adults who are kind of panicked by this issue rather than the students?
Yeah, I think the adults are speaking for their children because several adults have gone and spoken on behalf of their children, and then when their kids are asked about it separately, they will say that they don't actually feel that way and that it's their parents who want that.
Oh, wow. And some people also say that transgender people have psychological problems. How does that make you feel?
I don't really like that because I feel I'm as normal as any other high schooler. I feel like I'm being labeled as somebody with psychological problems just for feeling how I do is not a very nice thing of people. I don't like it.
And what do you say to all those people who think that you're just confused and spacing over it?
If you felt the way I did, you would not believe that it was a phase because I was in denial of it myself when I first figured out that I myself was somebody that was different and that I knew people were going to judge me. I didn't want it to, so I was in denial of it, and I did not want myself to be trans. And when I accepted myself, I realized it was at the point where I realized it was not a phase because the feelings were just getting stronger and not going away no matter how much I tried to suppress them.
And so when did you figure out you were transgender?
I've known since I was little. I felt that way since I was little, but I didn't actually hear of the term till I was 11 or 12 through the internet because we don't live in a town that's very educating on that. And when I found out, I was like, no, that can't be me. But I know it is, but I don't want that to be me. And I officially came out in June. It would be 2 years ago. It was the end of my 8th grade year. And one of the most talked about solutions was just letting transgender students use the bathroom at the nurse's office, by the nurse's office. What would be wrong with that? There's nothing physically wrong with that other than the fact that so many students use it already. I will go down there for lunch or something, if I'm closest to the nurse's office bathroom, I'm going to use that. It's whichever one I'm closest to. I'll wait in a line of 7 or 8 people to go, and it'll take me 20 minutes to use the bathroom. Whereas if I actually went to an actual bathroom, it would take me like 2 minutes at most to do what I have to do and get out.
Yeah. And do you find the teachers to be supportive of transgender students?
Most teachers, yes. Especially my principal. He has made accommodations for me so that I can change where I want to for gym class and use bathrooms where that I want to. Teachers, they'll call me Chris. They will use no pronouns. If they mess up, they feel very bad about it, and it's nice to have teachers support me when students don't.
Do you think there's a danger of some like guy or girl who just would abuse the policy and use it to go in the opposite of gender?
In our school, I feel like there is people who joke about it and say, oh, I'm like the guys will say, oh, I want to be a girl for a day so I can go in there and look at some girls while they're using the bathroom. But I don't think anybody would actually go through with it because that is a major thing, and if you're caught doing it, they know they'll get in trouble because you have to have it has to be proven that you're trans.
And how do they do that?
They confirm it with your parents, with your guidance counselor, and any outside therapists. They make sure that it has been going on and it's not like a sudden decision. And they mostly check with your parents, have meetings with them, make sure that your family knows, and that it can be confirmed.
And do you have any advice for anyone who might be like you but is afraid to tell people?
I was afraid to tell people for a while because I didn't want to be like that. But when I finally did, you realize, like, if your friends are unsupportive, you realize they're not really your friends, because if they don't support you in everything, then it's not true friendship. I know that was a hard thing for me to understand when I came out. But if you don't feel like you're at a safe place to do it, don't come out, because it can open up a whole amount of situations. Like if your parents don't accept you, you could be thrown out of the house. But if you feel you have a chance to be accepted, then definitely do it, because it will just benefit you mentally.
In February, President Donald Trump said that the school should decide the transgender policy. So the Orange Street News contacted Superintendent Chad Kors, and he said that he'll study any information that's available. I'm Lysiak. Thanks for watching.